Welcome back to the channel. Today, a very important video. We are having CPI today, the measurement of inflation, and it's going to dictate whether BTC can go and touch a new all-time high, or are we going to see a major pullback. So if you want to know more, guys, stay until the end of the video. Of course, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button. We post a video about crypto trading every single day, discussing Solana, Ethereum, altcoins, stock market, and so much more. And of course, if you want an amazing exchange, guys, come and join us on Bluefin, my favorite non-KYC exchange. So many trading pairs. There is a link in the description to get access to so many bonuses every month. Free USDT up to $5,000 for when we're going to have the promotion. So sign, guys, with Bluefin, amazing non-KYC exchange. Yesterday, Bitcoin, guys, went to $122,000. He dropped down to $180,000, and then he basically had a rebound. And people are very confused to now, what's going on. Even I can show you yesterday, basically we were, waiting for this drop to come to open a scalp long. For example, guys, you can see in our Discord group, in our VIP, like I always like to do, to show you the proof. 11th of August, you can see Solana intraday support zone 173, 175. And I also want to show you the trading results. Just enter with a little scalp long, 11%, so 50% now. So probably now up to around 18, 19%. But also, guys, all of my other members, look at the results. And as always, if you are interested in learning how to trade properly with professional members, and also you are interested as an investor to really take the advantage of making the last, the last of it, of this crazy bull cycle, bull run, come and join us, our VIP group for trader, for investors, anything. And of course, the results talk for themselves. Everything is written and documented over here. But now let's go back and let's have a look what's happening right now. So we pump, we dump today, very important with the CPI, and that's the reason I'm going to tell you in 1 second when I'm going to bring you the chart. So the reason why today CPI is going to be super important is the fact that with right now there is a 94% chance and probability that the Fed is going to cut rates in September. So a CPI is going to surprise to the upside. I think that the common consensus right now is going to be around 2.8%. So if you're going to see CPI coming at 3.1, 3.2 or something like that, and remember, this is not the real measurement of CPI of inflation. The real measurement is always by trueflation, which is like a 1.6%. So don't believe this bullshit. They basically do everything to, to change, to manipulate the market. So let's say, for example, it's going to come at 2.8%. It comes like, 3.2, 3.3 or something like that. Then we have to be very careful, because what could be happening is that we could be seeing a sell-off. Okay, so in my opinion, looking at Bitcoin, I'm going to show you right now where we are, so you're going to have a very good understanding. So Bitcoin right now is basically sitting, you can see, into this beautiful, we can call it like a bull flag, bull flag into descending channel. Yesterday, we tried to get away from the channel, as you can see from here. Okay, so we went to try to go higher, and then we basically closed the candle below our level of diagonal resistance, which, to be honest, that's not very bullish. Okay, so right now we are getting into a sort of a resolution where we're getting tight here. Okay, so what I could be looking at right now is that if today's CPI is going to come lower than expectation, then I could be seeing Bitcoin to be able to go and break this area, potentially going to all-time high in between maybe 126 to 129, so around this block from here. And then after that, I could be seeing a sell-off regardless. I think that's really BTC right now is getting exhausted, and it will be more likely that this trend is probably going to go. We're going to see a more meaningful correction. But right now, so if you're going to go and have a lower than expected CPI, big pump maybe up to here, then a consolidation down again. However, if we are going to see a hotter CPI, what could be happening? You can see there is a nice level here, nice diagonal support. So if we break, let's say 115 to 116,000 from this point, then BTC could actually be falling down. And people are asking me every time, what is going to be the levels where I'm looking at right now where BTC could be falling down? I know that there is on the internet, everybody now is a genius in trading, and they think, they already figured it out, telling me that, we won't be having any more corrections and BTC is going to go to 200,000. I mean, good luck with that. If it happens, I'm very happy for you, but I'm here in this channel to just show you the no BS analysis. And I wanted to show you the good and the bad when it comes to crypto. So my theory right now is going to be the following, is that BTC, if it's going to break from this level because of a bad CPI, for example, then the levels I'm looking at to say open an hypothetical long position probably is going to be, first of all, around 110 to 111,000, or even as low as 105 to 116,000. Yes, you heard it right. 105 to 116,000. I know I'm going to scare lots of people. I don't care. I'm not saying we're going to go down there 100%, and that's what I'm saying. If you're losing that level, that what could be happening. And that's what I'm going to go and open a big long position. Not here, at those levels. Okay, so take this into consideration. Or what I'm doing right now, guys, I'm actually already in a short position with Ethereum. And when I say I'm in a short position with Ethereum and also with BTC, doesn't mean that I'm basically in a short position and then I just put one entry and then whatever. I'm basically scaling my entry. Okay, so I have entry limits, one entry limit here, one here to basically DCA all the price, because what I could be expecting is, even if BTC is going to go, let's say, and climb back up here to a new all-time high, eventually it will probably go down. That's is going to be my expectation, and only by doing that, I'm going to be making lots of money. So that's is going to be my strategy for now. Unless we're going to see a parabolic melt up that it goes to 160,000, then well, my spot account is going to really benefit from that. So that's what I can see with BTC, guys. Nothing too complicated. Now, next one I want to show you today, more like intraday, it's Ethereum. Ethereum right now looks like is into a we can call from like a Elliott wave, a probably 5-wave structure. And please, guys, if there's any Elliottian, we can call it like that, Elliott wave specialist, I really would like you to criticize and comment my my structure. I'm not an expert in Elliott waves, but I'm basically, what I can see right now is the situation is that there is a big order block now sitting around 4,600 to 4,700. So, and you can see that what I could be expecting is that we had a wave 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the wave 5 should be equal to wave number 1, like this one here. So if I'm going to go and take wave number 1 and put it from here, from wave number 4, then the wave 5 should be around, probably 4,600, 4,700. So if this is the case, then what could be happening with Ethereum? Well, guys, Ethereum had a crazy ramp up to the upside. And to be honest, I don't know for how much they should be able to pump it up. So maybe they can reach all-time highs, slightly above all-time high, but eventually they will probably come and retest this area of the previous breakout, which is sitting around $4,000, and that's what I'm waiting for Ethereum to have a retest down to here, and then we gotta see, what's gonna be happening. But let's say, for example, if we're gonna see a bad CPI incoming, I'm gonna go and cancel all of this so you can see a little bit better. We can see from here. So let's say we're gonna have a bad CPI, then what I'm probably gonna be looking for is going to be a retest probably around this area, which is going to be in between 3,800 to 3,900. It will be making sense if BTC is going to go, let's say, to 111,000, 10,000. Ethereum to go down as well to probably 3,800, go down to here, and then have the explosion. But in case of a bad CPI, good CPI, sorry, we could be seeing an explosion up to here, grab the liquidity from this area, drop it again from here, and then boom, is going to be the other pump. But again, guys, if even it's going to go to 4,600, going down to 3,900, 4,000, only this movement, right, is going to be like a 15-20%. So if you're playing with a little bit of money, open a position with $200,000 or $300,000, of course, leverage, then even a movement like that, you could be making like $20,000-$30,000. So again, that's what I can be thinking right now. It's basically depending on the CPI. What am I doing right now, guys? I already opened a short position, and I'm gonna plan to add. So that's is going to be my expectation. So let's see how this is going to play out. Very, very interested to see. Now, next one I want to discuss today, guys, altcoins. We can see about the alts. What's happening right now with altcoins? Well, you can see that basically we are still down this level of diagonal resistance from here. I'm going to go and cancel all of this so you're going to have a clear picture of what to look for right now. Here we go. I'm going to go and cancel all the drawing just to give you a better here we go. So basically right now, the total free, which is the index of altcoins, is looking very bullish. I mean, nobody can deny that basically we are, if you're going to be able to break this area, altcoins could really go higher. To me, it almost looks like a potential, cup and handle. So it could be forming a cup and handle, or it could even be like a flag, like a flag which is already broken. So basically, the flag it's here. Okay, so that was the flag. It broke up this way. So if it's gonna be able to go and break 1.15 trillions, then what I can see, we're gonna be able to probably go and climb to 1.5. But again, with the best CPI, I wouldn't be surprised if we're gonna go and retest this area down to here, because we actually haven't done that. So again, doesn't really mean that we have to go down and retest this area. Doesn't mean that we have to go 100%, but I wouldn't be surprised if these market makers had planned that to really fuck with us, and then do like a boom, boom, and then one more to here to really making us feel, oh, it's over. See, like that, look how the convergence as well, like it almost is almost like looking perfect to go to the point, and then they're gonna start to move prices to the upside. So that's something we could be taking into consideration. But right now, I mean, is climbing higher. So if you're gonna be able to go and break this important level of diagonal resistance, like I show you already, okay, so this point here, then I could be probably seeing like at least to go into previous all-time high, maybe a little bit of a retracement, and then boom, probably continue with this, going to our target in between 1.5 to 1.6 trillion. So as you already know, what I'm doing right now, I got my percentage in cash invested. I already told you how much I have, but also I'm going to be discussing if we're going to have this pullback, or in the future with a VIP, where I'm going to go and buy at which levels and which coins is going to be very important. Now, another thing that we got to discuss as well today, and it's very, very super important to determine whether all season could be starting, is this break of structure on the Bitcoin dominance. You can see right now we are basically on a breaking point, so touching here, support here, and then a support here. So you can see already that we had a very nice retest of this previous structure. Like, basically the price went higher, it just went down this way, then it went higher here to retest all of these EMA, and in general almost looks like a what we call an ABC correction, so ABC. Okay, so right now I would say that the potential scenario, if we're going to have a cooler than expected CPI, so a low CPI, then I could be seeing this one basically to break down and then to continue down. Okay, or maybe like a little bit of a pullback here for BTC to go to like 125, 130, and then it could be breaking down to ignite all season. However, if we're going to see a bad CPI, then we could be see a factory like this. Basically, the price to go do this, go up here, okay, try to reclaim again, and then it's going to be A, B, and then another C down to this area. That could be something I could be expecting as well. So that's why I'm very cautious right now, where if you see the timeline, guys, I don't know what to tell you. Everybody is hyper ultra bullish, and if you try to say something different than that, you're gonna get slaughtered. It's incredible. Like, really, I've never seen so many people who are now coming. They got bashed during the bear market. Now they're coming back, thinking they're geniuses. I don't like that. I really don't like that, and I'm being very cautious right now. But anyway, another thing I want to discuss today, important, guys, very important when it comes to our season, is the US 10-year treasury yield, guys. The bond market is about to really give us a very interesting information when it comes to where are we going to go next. So what we want to see right now is going to be the US 10Y to go and break to the downside. So we're going to have two options from here. is going to be one, breaking to the upside. Not great, not even like crazy, but not great, and we could be seeing a sort of a correction. But if it's going to break to the downside, the Fed is going to be forced to cut rates like 100%. He's not going to be able to go and sustain this kind of like yield in bonds without cutting rates. So if that happens, then it's going to be like you're really going to see this drop, down like it happened, right? It happened in I think it was like December, November, something like that. If you're going to see something like that, there's going to be our signal that probably Fed is going to cut rates, and we're going to see really altcoins to do very, very well. Now, next one I want to discuss today before we finish is going to be the stock market S&P 500. I haven't had a look at the S&P 500, but I want to see right now a little bit more in depth. I'm going to go like, on the 4-hour chart. Maybe let's go on the daily chart, to see where we are right now. So I mean, S&P is always wants to go, he wants to go crazy. I'm gonna go and get my RSI indicator as well, just to see a few things as well. And by the way, guys, I'm releasing a new course on my company Freedom Trading Academy, only on order flow. If you're interested, guys, this is the right way to trade. It's a incredible tool that you can utilize to really make you understand how to scalp like a pro, like to show you how we do it. So if you're interested, guys, there is our yearly membership. Buy, because once you learn this, you're gonna be unbeatable when it comes to trading. But right now, and you still need to have a look at that S&P 500. Where are we right now? So do we have more strength to go higher? First of all, I want to see, which is quite interesting, I want to see on a Fibonacci extension where it could be our extension of Fibonacci. Wow, 7,000. That's that's quite incredible. Now, S&P, I don't know, has just been pumping like there is no tomorrow. So very similar to what I said before about Bitcoin as well, is that can the S&P 500 continue to go higher? Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Because I mean, we are really at a at an interesting stage right now, but it can if you're going to have a low CPI, because euphoria is going to kick in. They're going to, basically the markets are going to price in 100% rate cut in September, and we can go high. Is it this the time to buy? Well, no. Like I would say, we are really extended and very similar to BTC. What I could be seeing right now could be maybe a pump, okay, if it's going to have a cool CPI, maybe like a pump, to try to trap, some late longs, and then what they might do maybe is to correct, because really this thing is just going out of control. Otherwise, really, we just can throw all the books of technical analysis and macro into the bin. But anything is possible. When there is euphoria in the market, anything is possible. But by the way, guys, that's it for today for me. So be very careful with what's happening tonight. Hopefully, for those of you who are going long, I really hope we're gonna see a new all-time high. For those of you who are going short, to me, probably the short is gonna be not financial advice, of course, but I think that if we're gonna have even an explosion to the upside, 125, 126 probably is gonna sell off in the next few days. But let's see how things are gonna go. But otherwise, you have a fantastic day, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow for another video. Take care and see you soon.